Hello gamers, my name is KK and today we are completing the Spice Islands Chimps. Very straightforward and simple strategy for noobs. You will not regret watching this, it will be very simple. This is the series called Guides for Noobs, where KK explains each aspect of Chimps, Half Cash or any other hard game mode and makes it easy. Today we will be simply brute forcing this Chimps, and I will show you one of the variations of the water strategies for Chimps. Basically, there exist multiple ways of how you can approach Chimps on the water maps, and this is the how to call it, the no DDTs approach, let's call it this way, because today we will be playing not only with the sub commander but also with the rocket submarine tier 5 preemptive strike. So you begin with submarine and boat. After that you follow it up with another sub and the Admiral Brickle. You put Brickle on strong, and I also upgraded her level by buying it for 55 bucks. It's just a little tip: if you have the tiny price, less than 100 bucks of the hero level, you can buy it and it will not hinder your experience. It just makes it easier for the heroes to level up quicker. After that we upgrade the submarine to 202 and pretty much chill, because at this stage we need to deal with the camo balloons, and in order to deal with this I upgraded the dart to 002 to the right, as you can see. And after that we upgrade the submergent support and the reactor submarine that's on the sub that is in the very beginning of the map. For the round 28, you can use Brickle's ability, or you use the Brickle's mines that passively destroy the lead balloons, pretty much. And you also are looking forward to place the Alchemist right after the plutonium reactor. Boom. Basically, this is the setup that kills round 40 no problem, because Brickle's ability is really strong, and like Brickle is the best hero for the water maps and water strategies. Very solid hero. If you don't own her yet, buy her, you will not regret it, because you even use her on the more difficult maps such as Flooded Valley, you can use it on Pet Spawn, but there is another good working strategy for the Chimps. But overall, very enjoyable hero. I do recommend to buy her for the water maps. Next, you place the village. You wanna place the village as close to the Brickle and basically the border as possible, because this village, you want it to reach as many future submarines as you possibly can. Make it 200. Before round 40, we upgraded the armor-piercing darts on our submarine, and now we place the second submarine, which will be 203 and maybe 204, but I don't think it's necessary. It just depends on your taste. Second armor-piercing darts is just a bit safer, but if you use the Brickle's abilities correctly, time it well, you don't really need it. But today I decided to play it safe. And in short, what does the submarine on the middle path do to your other submarines, and basically what's the abilities of this guy? Why do we even want to get the tower that costs more than 80k? Not more than 80k, like around 70k. It's still a very expensive tower in Chimps. If we can just, for example, spam the armor-piercing darts and feel ourselves pretty well. The answer is DDT get obliterated. With the preemptive strike, it has the passive ability that obliterates all the DDTs on the map. It has very high damage, and it also deals good damage against the blimps on the rounds 92, 94, 96, 98 and 100. So this ability is very potent, but you can barely even notice it when you have the mass blimps around, as I mentioned, but against the DDTs is just omnipotent. You will see that the DDTs get melted so quickly that they won't even reach the Admiral Brickle. It is that quick and that easy. As for the subcom, you want to get sub commander before round 63. I don't recommend you to deviate from the strategy I showed you. Just don't do this. Repeat the step by step. There are not that many steps you need to follow. I placed the second alchemist, as you can see, and for the round 63 sub-commander solos it. So with the reactor, which is now 402, and the sub-commander, you easily destroy round 63. Same fate is gonna be for the round 76, 78. It's gonna be very simple. And at this stage, I get the second alchemist 401. Yep. We still have village only with the jungle drums for now. We will upgrade it later on. And this is gonna be our submarine with the rockets. Ideally, you wanna get the 052, but it has very limited range, which is why we will use 250. The difference is that the bottom path, cross path, is gonna give you more damage, whereas the top path will give you the range. And on most maps, we need the range. For example, on Flooded Valley, I would recommend you to get the more damage option. But on such long map as Spice Islands, we just can't afford to get the bottom cross path because we need this range. And it will come in handy for us later on the game. And at this stage, it's also pretty linear. What you are doing is you're just doing the same steps. You afford the first strike, and then you afford the preemptive strike. Nothing really happens at this point, and thing is, preemptive strike is very, very expensive. But between rounds like 76, 78 and the round 90, you will easily have enough cash for this guy because there is just a lot of it. And also, why the submarine? Why don't we use the aircraft carrier? Because aircraft carrier doubles the attack speed of all the water towers. And it is a viable strategy, but this time I wanted to show you the different version, because if you're playing with the same thing all the time, it gets stagnant. But here, the good buff that we get is from the sub-commander, because the preemptive strike becomes twice as efficient because it doubles the damage of all the submarines. Subcom is a really good tower if you're playing with submarines only. It is very, very solid. As for the round 82, just use the ability and don't worry that much, because you still need to save up for the tier 5. And I also decided to add one more submarine at this stage, just because a few ceramics can be a very annoying thing. With this threat, as I told you, the blimps are not a problem. What about first strike? You can use it against the Zomagods, but it's kinda last resort option. So as you can see, I didn't use the first strike capability of the submarine much, though I did use the abilities of Brickle. The reason for this is that you don't wanna use it often. And here I decided to place the destroyer. I thought, okay, maybe I will be able to save up for the aircraft carrier, but not really. It's the wrong order where I decided to build this. So from this point on, you don't want to invest in the boats. Instead, you want to invest in the support towers and the submarines. Good. Okay. And at this stage, what we need is the glue gunner. The glue gunner slows down the blimps, plus it will slow down the ceramics, because as I already mentioned, the ceramics are pretty annoying, and the way you deal with the blimps is you use the Brickle's mine, then you immediately activate level 3 ability that doubles the attack speed of all the water towers in range. And at this stage, what you're doing is you are just adding the armor piercing darts, and you also want to add the sabotage supply line. Ideally, you don't have to, but it's good to have it, because for the round 98 it will come in handy to you, because the round is very long and very annoying. One of the other ways how you can do it is to place the mortar to defortify the blimps, but I decided to have the mortar glaives that really helps us with the cleanup of the ceramics. Use the brickles mine, and as you can see, it worked just fine. Also, I placed the dart monkey to the right in case the a few blimps leak or the ceramics. The submarines will always have the range so that they can destroy everything that leaks. As simple as that. So pretty straightforward brute force strategy, really solid, because usually the DDTs are a big problem for us, but not this time, where we just obliterate them. Okay guys, press the like or dislike button right now, depending on what you think about this video. Subscribe now and press the bell notifications icon down below, because you don't want to miss the next 2 videos. They are gonna be fire. See ya in the next one.